Okay, good good day, distinguished mentors and members of the selection team at Masterclass with Mr. Chris 6.0. My name is Adejumo Femi, and I'll be talking about some of the things that I learned while reading the book Before You Say Action, and some of the things that I could bring on board as a possibly volunteer member of um, the event, and some of the things that I would also like to learn, as a participant of the next 6.0 event. So, uh, reading the book Before You Say Action has been uh, an eye-opening journey for me as a person, because it did not just expand my knowledge of filmmaking, it also connected filmmaking with life principles, professional values, and spiritual depth. You understand? That I learned in my meeting personally with Mr. Chris. I realized that filmmaking is not just about lights, cameras, and editing. It's about motive, manuscript, money, manpower, modus operandi, management and other stuffs like that. Um, and each of these pillars, you will agree with me, as giving fresh perspective, on what it takes to excel in the industry. So first, reading about motive, I learned what the book emphasized, that behind every great film and every great filmmaker, there has to be a clear motive. Why are you telling this story? What drives your passion? Uh, this struck me deeply because, fulfillment, according to the book, in one's work is the truest measure of success, as we have it. And from my own prior experience of what a great job is, a great job is one that really gives you fulfillment, as I understand, not just about income, not just about income, but passion, activities that stretch you, networks that support upward mobility, and then, of course, eventually money would come in. So motive ensures that you do not just get lost in seasons of life. You're able to maximize every season, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or even beyond, So, um, that's that about motive. Then, secondly, about manuscript, I learned that a powerful story, uh, a powerful story idea can be wasted if it is not written clearly and convincingly. The book reminded me that the pen is as important as the camera. The manuscript is weak, then the film will lack depth. I now see writing as a discipline that I personally, must master because it is the bedrock of every successful production. Then, thirdly, learning about money from the book. Filmmaking, uh, uh, I'm made to understand, is an art, and it's also a business. And the book has presented key questions, like what do you want to do? How much will what you want to do cost? How long will it take? How long will the money stay where it is going before it returns back? And then will the children of the money, the returns, be an asset to you or liability? So I realized that access to money, if not managed wisely, could also destroy rather than build. I also learned the importance of funding options, loans, equity, investment, partnership, sponsorship, pre-licensing, um, and how budgeting can determine the survival of a project, So just as important, the book has also showed that money can be made before, during, and then after production, if the right structures are in place. And moving on to manuscripts, manpower. Film is not a one-man show. according to the book. It's people driven. Leadership, especially, is crucial, because leadership by right, you look at leadership by relationship, by result, by reproduction, and ultimately by respect. So, no matter how much you think you know, people must feel that you care about them before they follow. These are some of the key things that the book uh, expressed. And I also learned the importance of staffing your weakness. Don't look out for people who have the same strengths as you are. You must staff your weakness, not just recruiting your strengths. So the right team can make or break a film. So moving on to modus operandi, this particularly was, I would say, a humbling part for me because I realized it is an area I need to grow in. Processes, structures, operational discipline are what gives a film professional polish. So from logistics to location cleanup, showing appreciation to cast and crew members, to following up after production. These simple details, they may look small, seem small, but they create reputation and sustainability. And this I want to learn more in this area because it's like the heartbeat, of professionalism in filmmaking. So now beyond what I've learned from the book, I would also like to share, well, what I can offer at the next 6.0 edition of Masterclass with Chris Ode as a volunteer training facilitator. Volunteer. So my background basically has largely been in human capital development. I've trained people in leadership, sales, marketing, customer service, emotional intelligence. These skills are not just for the corporate world, as we know. Of course, filmmaking is a corporate world. They are equally vital in filmmaking. Um, a filmmaker must lead teams, which is part of the things the book has indicated. Solve problems creatively, communicate effectively, collaborate across disciplines, adapt to pressure, remain productive, be innovative, manage information discreetly, understand global citizenship because you don't just want to sell your film in your country, but across the globe, and even apply some entrepreneurship skills. So these are particularly these things I've mentioned. If you noted carefully, there are about 10 of them. These are like 10 portraits that corporate world, um, exceptional staff, exceptional human capital should be able to engage in. So I can offer trainings in that regard, trainings in the following that model. So additionally, I can also offer insights into networking, soft skills, what I would call, corporate common sense. This includes emotional intelligence, courtesy, personal branding, understanding the psychology of people, whether they are crew members, investors, or audiences. I can help participants learn how to present themselves as ambassadors of their craft, connect purposefully, carry themselves with confidence and humility. So I can also add value. Um, in the area of upward mobility, helping people see how knowledge must translate into skills, and then skills into experience, and experience, of course, into real value in the marketplace. So, in addition, can facilitate sessions on the basics of salesmanship, marketing, which every filmmaker needs in order to pitch ideas and secure partnership and sell projects. So basically what I bring is like a bridge between corporate training, corporate manpower development for effectiveness in the corporate world, and the creative practice, which would help aspiring filmmakers strengthen their personal and professional skills that will sustain their craft. So, on a final note, I need to also learn a lot of things. Some of the things I need to learn more, um, which is where Masterclass with Chris Ode 6.0 really excites me, is the fact that I can gain access to practical application of filmmaking processes. While I might understand some theoretical aspects in marketing, leadership, management, these are all what we've learned theoretically, personally, but I must deepen my grasp of technical filmmaking, directing, line production, script development, budgeting for film, and operational workflows generally. So I want to see how these principles I have read about actually play out in the real production setting, I want to understand the culture of film sets, the discipline of principal photography, and the art of basically translating manuscripts into living motion pictures. So uh, I think in summary, the book, Before You Say Action, has shaped my perspective on motive, manuscript, money, manpower, modus operandi. It has shown me not only where I can contribute, but also where I must grow. So I believe that at the next edition of Masterclass with Chris O'Day, I bring an expertise, my expertise as a human capital developer and trainer, uh, voluntarily, okay, to facilitate sessions on leadership, soft skills, and professional development, while at the same time coming with a lot of humility and hunger to learn the craft of filmmaking practically, from seasoned mentors. And so I believe that together, by learning, sharing, and growing, we can not only make good films, but also transform lives through the power of stories that are well told. So basically, I think that's about all. Uh, Thank you for taking time to watch my overstretched video. Thank you. God bless you. My name remains Babafemi Adeshino Adejumo. God bless you.